Hey everybody, you're going to see me talking through this video, but I'm actually going to do a voiceover because my mic kept on going in and out. So first, we're going to do a wide side lunge as a warm-up. So you're just going to glide from side to side. This is stretching out your inner thighs, and we're just going to do this for a few times and then move on. This is going to be about a 20-minute workout today, so you're going to be getting a full body workout in less than 20 minutes. You're going to be sweating, I promise you, at the end of this. So you're going to move on to some butt kicks. Just make sure that your heel is reaching for your bottom, and I used to be pointing to my quads and just saying that you're stretching out your quads a little bit. And you're going to start kicking from right to left, just kicking out your legs, just getting your legs warmed up for the workout that we're going to do, shaking them out. And then we're going to roll your shoulders back, getting all of your joints nice and loose. So we're going to get your shoulders loose. And I'm really just talking about what we're going to do for the remainder of the time that we have together. And you're going to twist yourself from right to left and stretch out your back a bit. So it's a really short warm-up that we're doing, just getting all of our joints loose so we don't hurt ourselves during the workout. And so you see that I am rounding out my back. And then we're going to do a rotation, so an anterior lunge rotation. So you're going to step forward with one leg and twist to the same direction. So if you step right, you twist to the right, and then if you step left, you twist to the left. Okay, so you're going to twist right, and then step back, step left, twist left, and step back. And we're going to do it one more time on the right, and then one more time on the left. And then you're going to swing your arms from front to back, and then we are almost ready to start working out. You are going to need some dumbbells. So if you do not have dumbbells, I show a modification for everything that we're going to do without the dumbbells, so it's not necessary. The dumbbells are just there to add resistance to the workout. You do not need them to get this workout completed. So go ahead and grab your dumbbells, and we're going to start with a side lunge and bicep curls. And I'm going to show you the modified version, or if you don't have dumbbells. So you're going to squat yourself down, do a curl, and come up and step it back in. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Squat it down, curl it up, and then back in. So you're going to keep on going side to side, doing the same exact thing. So you're doing a lower body and an upper body exercise within the same move. If you do not have dumbbells, I place them down. You're just going to do an arm raise. So you squat it down, do an arm raise, up and back in. So you're still doing pretty much the same thing as everybody else who has dumbbells, just an arm raise, working a little bit more of your shoulders and your back instead of your biceps. That's the only difference. So I'm showing you guys that I want your bottom down, not your chest. So there's a difference between squatting down, using your legs, squatting down, and using your back, okay? So you're going to keep on going from right to left. Good squat down. You're going to drop one dumbbell, do an arm raise, and then back down. The arm raise, you're only coming up to eye level. You're holding that squat just like I am. So you're still using that lower body. If you do not have dumbbells, you're still doing that arm raise. You just have to come up to eye level instead of all the way up. When you squat down, you want to make sure that you have your knees right over top of your ankles, sitting back into your hips. Go ahead and stand up. I'm shaking out my legs because we are about to do it again. Same exact thing. You're going to step out to the right side, squat it down, bicep curl, up and back in, over to the left. Again, if you do not have dumbbells, you do an arm raise instead of a bicep curl. Good squats down, keep your bottom down, chest up. I always say if you have something written on your chest, on your shirt, you should be able to see it if you're facing in the mirror, okay? You should always be facing forward. I want you to squat down and do your arm raises. If you don't have those dumbbells, again, I'm still talking about bringing your bottom down, squeezing in your glutes as you come up. You're going to do these a few more times, and then we're going to do those arm raise squat holds again. So you're going to hold your squat, arms come right in front of the face. If you have your dumbbell, go ahead, you drop one, arms come up. If you don't have a dumbbell, you do the same exact thing just as I'm doing. Hold that squat as long as you can, just a little bit longer, feeling that squeeze, that feel in your glutes and in your arms. And then you can go ahead and stand up. You can shake everything out real quick, and then we're going to move on to another set of workouts. So if you have dumbbells, again, grab them. If not, that's fine. We're doing deadlifts. Deadlift, just like I'm doing, you're squeezing in your glutes and your hamstrings as you stand back up. You're pushing your hips forward just a slight bit, just like I am, squeezing those glutes and then back down. If you do not have your dumbbells, you're going to see that I'm doing the same exact thing, and I'm really just focusing on feeling it in the back of my legs and my hamstrings and glutes, okay? You want to make sure that your back is nice and straight. See, I rounded out my back. That's not what I want. I want you to keep your chest up. Back stays nice and straight as you go down. Up, lift with the chest. Squeeze in the glutes and the hamstrings. Push your hips forward just a bit. We're going to start adding on to this. So you see that I've cleaned my dumbbells and I've added on a squat. So we're going to do a deadlift and a front squat. Good. If you do not have your deadlifts, you just pretend like you have dumbbells and you do the same exact motion with your arms. So I put my dumbbells down. These are for the people who do not have dumbbells. I come up and I do my squat. I come on back down to my deadlift, use my hamstrings, up, squat. Okay? So those are the two ways you can get these done. Down and squat. Okay, deadlifts or not. So that's the A version. We're doing an AB format. So this is A. We're going to switch to a B here after this. And then we're going to go back to these deadlifts and squats again. So your switch are going to be reverse lunges. Okay. So these, we're going to add on to these as well. But first, they're just lunges. If you have dumbbells, they're going to stay right there, just like I'm doing. Those are my pretend dumbbells right by my hips. And you're going to lunge it back, bring the knee down to the ground. Chest stays up. You're not leaning forward into it just like I am, okay? So you're going to keep your chest up, bring your knee down. You're going to start to kick back, okay? You're going to do a reverse kind of like leg lift with these. Lift. So you lunge it down, lift. Lunge it down, lift. You're going to feel that in that part right where your glutes meet your hamstrings. That's what I want you to feel as that leg goes behind you nice and straight, okay? So this is our B. Reverse lunge, lift. Lunge it down, lift. Perfect. Grab those dumbbells again if you have them, right on back to your deadlifts. So this is the second round. We're going to do everything that we just did over again. Our deadlifts, the deadlift and the front squat, and then moving on to the reverse lunges, okay? If you do not have dumbbells, you do the same exact thing that you just did, which is pretending like you have them pretty much, and doing the deadlift and then that front squat. Pull those dumbbells up right in front of the shoulders. This is your front squat. Pull them up, squat it down. All the way down to the deadlift. Use the legs and then squat it down. The legs actually help the arms, okay? That's my demoing. If you do not have the deadlifts, one more time. Good squats down. If you don't have squats, try and get a nice deeper squat. You don't have any resistance, okay? It's just you. Push yourselves. Get a nice low squat in there with those front squats if you do not have those dumbbells, okay? We're going to do our reverse lunges again. Knee comes down, okay? Keep that chest up for me. If you have your dumbbells, they're right down by your hips, okay? Try and keep those dumbbells in your hands if you have them. Don't put them down. I want you to create that resistance for yourself. We're going to move on, going right back to that reverse leg lift, okay? Keep that leg nice and straight so you can use those glutes and hamstrings. Feel it right where those two meet as you do those leg lifts, okay? We're going to do a few more of these, and then we're going to get a short break. Perfect. Okay, so I'm pretty much telling you guys, if you need some water, go ahead and grab it. If not, just hold tight right there, and then we'll be back here in just a quick second. And we're back. Okay, so I'm basically saying that we're going to head down to the ground and we're going to do some push-ups and arm circles. So you're more than welcome to do the push-ups on your knees, or you can do them in a full plank, okay? So you're going to do one push-up. You're going to take your arm in front of you and circle it around to the outside of the body, and then do another push-up and do the same thing on the other side. So I'm showing you from the side how I want you to look, either on your knees or in your full plank. You do one push-up, arm comes up, and then circle around. Okay, so when you do your push-up, you just want to make sure you have one straight line and not letting your hips drop down to the ground or having your butt up too much as you do these push-ups and your arm circles. So we're going to do a few more of these, and then we're going to grab your dumbbells. So with the dumbbells, we're really just doing rows. And so I'm just doing the row on just the right side. You're more than welcome to alternate them right to left. When you do your row, you want to make sure that your hand is coming up to your rib cage, just like I'm demonstrating right there. So again, you can either do these on your knees or you can do these in your full planks. They're called renegade rows. And so I'm doing 4 on the right and then 4 on the left. Again, like I said, you're more than welcome to do these right and then left, alternating from right hand to left hand. But with these, I'm just going and doing them 4 on the right, 4 on the left. So we're going to do those again, and I'm just explaining now that I just want you to shake everything out because we're about to do those push-ups, the rows, and the arm circles one more time. So you just push those dumbbells over to the side, and then we're going to do your push-ups again. Again, you can be on your knees to get these done. You're going to do 1 push-up, right arm comes up and circles around, and then push-up, and then the left arm comes up and around. And you just continue doing those push-ups and arm circles until we are done. If you do not have the dumbbells when we do your rows, you just mimic the exact same motion like you were doing a row. So you're going to have your hand coming up to your rib cage and then alternate to the other side. Okay, so you're going to do 1 more time on the left and then grab your dumbbells, and we're going to do those renegade rows. This time I am alternating just to show you how it's going to look. If you decide to alternate it, you're more than welcome to do 4 on one side and then 4 on the other side if you would like. Again, you can be on your knees or you can be in your high plank. If you're in your high plank, you're using a little bit more of your core to get these done. All right, y'all. So you're going to do 1 more time. No, I think now this is 1 more time on the right, 1 more time on the left, and then you can take a quick break. And so now I'm just explaining what we're going to do next. You're actually going to stay on the ground as we get to the next set of exercises. So you can push those dumbbells over to the side. You're not going to need them. You're going to need 1. If you don't have a dumbbell, again, that is completely fine. You can mimic what we're about to do. You're still going to do a push-up. You're going to hop or step yourself in, take that 1 dumbbell and push it above your head. So it's like a shoulder press rather. Okay, so if you don't have a dumbbell, you just lift your arms above your head and you can get the same exact type of workout. Do not forget to do the push-up when you come back down to your plank. So you can hop or step it back, do your push-up, hop or step it in, grab that 1 dumbbell, push it all the way up into the air, and then back down. Okay? So you're just going to repeat that a few more times. You're more than welcome to do your push-up on your knees. That is perfectly fine with me. Just making sure that you're not leaving your hips behind as you do that push-up. So you want everything in line with your shoulders all the way down to your knees or your heels if you're doing them in your high plank. From here, you're going to do 1 more push-up. Grab that dumbbell, push it all the way up, and you're going to grab both of your dumbbells if you have them and start your bicep curls. If you do not have the dumbbells, you do the same exact thing, just like I'm doing right here. You just make sure that you just squeeze in that muscle. So that both of the hands are still coming up to the shoulders. You really just want to come up, take a squeeze into your bicep. So you don't have any resistance from those dumbbells. So you're really just going to make sure that you create your own resistance while you're doing those. So you're going to continue doing your bicep curls just like so. I'm pretty much saying the same thing as you see my mouth moving in this video. So as we finish off these bicep curls, we're going to place our dumbbells away if you have them, and we're going to start curtsy lunges. I am not doing curtsy lunges with the dumbbells. So if you don't have dumbbells, then you're perfectly fine. We're going to work our outer legs with these curtsy lunges. So you're going to take 1 leg behind you on a diagonal, okay? And then you just lunge it down. And then we're going to do this from side to side, okay? So you see that my foot is coming at an angle behind me. It's not going straight back, okay? So with that leg coming at an angle behind me, I'm working up more of the outer part of my leg rather than right back behind me. So you see me patting the side of each leg. So that's where you should be feeling it when you're doing these curtsy lunges from side to side. So now we're going to be doing a pulse. So you're going to take your right leg behind you. And so I'm going to hold it right here. And then we're going to start to pulse kind of up and down, or just kind of like do that split squat up and down. So this is really going to burn out that left leg that I have in front. So when you do a lunge, especially one of these lunges, it's always the front leg that's going to be doing the most work. And also, as you're getting these done, you want to make sure that the back heel comes off the ground, bringing that back knee down to the ground, okay? So you really want to make sure that you're really using that front leg, which is the left leg in this case, to do these and pick yourself back up. I lost my balance there a little bit. You guys probably didn't even notice unless I would have said something. And so let's do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to bring the left leg back and right leg is going to be forward. And so we're just going to be switching the legs that we're doing these on, okay? So I want you to make sure as well that you have your chest coming up instead of leaning anterior into that lunge, okay? So again, bringing that back knee down, chest is up, back is nice and straight. Bring it down, back up, and then you can shake everything out. I'm shaking my legs out because I've really worked the outer part of my legs. And then I'm just saying that we're going to start doing a little bit of core and then we will be done. So core for this one is going to actually be standing. So you're going to take one leg back and one leg is forward. I have my left leg forward, so I'm going to twist down to the left side. If you have a dumbbell, you can use that to create a little bit of resistance and really work those obliques and core. Again, if you don't have one, you do just what I'm doing. You want to make sure that you're really twisting towards the back of your room, wherever you might be. And when you're twisting, you see that my back knee is bending just a bit, okay? And you want to make sure that when you're twisting, go ahead and switch legs. When you're twisting, you're not just letting your arms kind of fling back behind you. You really want to make it a controlled movement as you get these done. So you have about 5 or so more to go. So continue doing these. Arms stay nice and straight as you get these done, twisting towards the back of the room. I put 2 fingers up, so you got 2 more. You got 1 more, and then you can come on up and shake everything out. So next are going to be your windmills. You're going to take your right hand up and you're going to lean over to the left side. The easiest way that I like to tell people to do this is to pop your hip out just like I did and reach down the side of your leg, okay? So you're going to be working those obliques right there on the side of your core. Keeping your chest up the whole time, so your chest should be facing towards a mirror or towards the front of your room each time. If you need to, or if you would like to, you can have your hand come behind your head, but the elbow still needs to come up towards the ceiling. So you're really just kind of coming and arching over, reaching for your heel, reaching alongside your leg, okay? You're going to do 2 more, and then you're going to finish your last one and then flip on over to the other side. Same exact thing. So remember, pop your hip out first. Hand can go behind your head, or the arm can extend straight up towards the ceiling. But as long as you're reaching down the long side of your leg, feeling it in those obliques, you're doing it fine. I'm demonstrating what I don't want you to do, which is turning your chest down towards the ground. That's using your lower back. I want you to come over, use the side of your abs, give me that last one, and then you are finished. And at about the 17-minute mark, guys, we are all done. Okay, so I'm pretty much explaining that we're going to do a little bit of a stretch and cool down, and then we will be all finished for today. So you're going to reach back and reach for one ankle. You're going to do your quad stretch. If you need to grab onto something, go ahead, a wall or anything, kind of like I am. What I want you to do is make sure that your hip is down and you pull your knee in, unlike I'm doing right there. And then you're going to switch to the other side. Pull your knee down towards the other knee and push your hip down so you get a nice long stretch into that quad muscle, the front of that leg, okay? And then after that, when you place your foot down, you're going to have your hands go onto your hips. You're going to push your hips forward and lean yourself back. This is going to stretch your hip flexors. If a lot of us who sit down for our profession, we have really tight hip flexors. So this one should feel really, really great as you get these done. You're elongating those hip flexors. You're stretching out your abdominals that you just worked so hard through this process. And you're stretching a little bit of your quads, but mostly focusing on those hip flexors. We're going to move to your shoulders, and you're just going to roll them back, and then you're going to roll them forward a few times. Good. Stretching out those delts that we worked so hard, and swing your arms front to back, stretching out your chest and a little bit of your back muscles. And then this is one of my favorites. You're going to have your arms come behind you, and then you're going to puff out your chest, bend yourself over at your hips, and let your arms come over top of you as far as they can. You're going to get a nice long stretch into your pecs, your shoulders, and your biceps. And then you let your arms swing front to back, and then we are all done. I want to thank you guys for working out with me. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me different things that you want to see as far as workouts are concerned. I also have an individual workout program, so if you want to work out live with me via like Skype or Zoom or anything, you can schedule that with me. I'll leave the link down below. Until next time, train hard, eat well, and love you. Bye.